Okay, I am back, everybody. There was something I forgot to do while I was not here. While I was at the... Good grief. I was trying to get the bonsai bush. I forgot to do something. Okay. I think I need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Again. Boom, 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 boom. Stupid rabbit. Might as well.
Na 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 na. Na na na.
Oh, shut up.
Oops! Hi there. Three and three make 9. Who lives among the watery brine? Fishy, squishy riddles make. Tell me now, who's in the lake?
The Drezolka.
1 and 2 and 3 make 6. Who hides her hut behind trick sticks? Magic message. Bushes here. In the rhyme with disappear.
No one.
Gotcha.
1 and
You take a wild.
of a once proud race. You're what remains. Where were you when they passed out brave?
Oh. Apparently I have to figure it out. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Run, run, run. Hey, old man.
I am looking for my wife. She's been gone too long. I am trying to find Anna. Anna is so beautiful. I love her dearly. Have you seen Anna? I am looking for her.
Okay, Okay, let's get this straight. If the windows are eyes, and there's a nose and a moustache above the door, then the door must be a mouth. Don't. A set of brightly colored pull ropes hangs down in front of the door. Or maybe they're just stray moustache hairs.
It gets hotter every time.
Ah, you're just in time to witness a magnificent scientific experiment. I have managed to harness the very primal force of lightning at my beck and call. Now I shall use it to create life itself. Watch this. That was not quite the experimental result I expected. But never mind that. It is merely a momentary setback in the annals of science. I shall readjust the magnetic electrical stimulation system and try again another day.
You tell Dr. Cranium about your first adventures in the Spielberg Valley. He seems vaguely interested in your tales of the Baron and his children, but his eyes positively light up when you mention the Antwerp.
Ah, so you are the Spielberg hero. I went there on an Antwerp gathering expedition a few months ago. The people there are still talking about your adventures.
You continue by telling Dr. Cranium of your encounters with the eccentric wizard Erasmus, the deadly kobold magic user, and the ogress Baba Yaga.
Turned her into a frog? Oh, such poppycock. There is a perfectly straightforward scientific explanation for all of those events. There is no such thing as magic.
You start to tell Dr. Cranium about yourself.
But there is nothing so adventurous as pursuing a career in science. Did you know, for instance, that simple scientific principles can be applied to the creation of potions for healing and curing poison?
Okay.
Understanding and harnessing the power of nature is just one aspect of science. By observing and performing experiments based on the observations, the scientist increases our understanding of the world around us. Experiments are the meat and drink of science. First, you must come up with a hypothesis based on your understanding of the scientific elements. Then perform an experiment to test the hypothesis. Afterwards, you have a pizza. Earth is for
Okay, that's not what I'm looking for.
Here you are, one freshly brewed healing drink. Here you are, one freshly brewed universal poison antidote. My neighbor Nikolai is not actually as old as he now appears. He has been very unhappy since his wife's disappearance some 15 years ago. I can understand his disappointment. She never brought me back the berries I needed for an experiment. I am convinced that the primal force of life is electrical in nature. Of course, it must also involve water for life, and pizza, without which life would be boring. I am convinced that the primal force of life is electrical in nature. I have come to the conclusion that lightning is electrical in nature, which would put it in the realm of fire. Fortunately, there have been an increasing number of storms here lately, so I have been able to harness some of the lightning and store it for experimental use. Antwerps are a truly fascinating species. They reproduce by splitting into a number of tiny Antwerps, each with their own genetic code. They cannot split voluntarily, however. They only reproduce when cut or stabbed. My test Antwerps came from Spielberg Valley, where there was an Antwerp population explosion last spring.
Okay, so I think...
Perhaps I should wait a day or two before resuming my Frankie experiment. It is very important that the right person stay in charge here. It is good to see you again. Many adventurers seem to have the unfortunate habit of getting themselves killed between visits. I am glad that you have not yet acquired that habit.
What happens if I give him one of these?
Oh, that is wonderful. I can always use goo in my experiments. Thank you. Oh, I have been better. The failure of my MESS was a shocking experience, I can tell you.
My mess. I guess she doesn't have it yet. Guess I'll come back tomorrow.
Should you ever visit Silmaria, I should be most pleased to give you a recommendation into the Academy of Science there. Science needs more adherence with your energy. Ah, it is truly a beautiful day for science, is it not, my young friend? The sun has risen right on schedule and will undoubtedly set according to the proper laws of celestial mechanics.
Yep, I'll come back the next day.
Should you ever...
Okay. What time of day is it? Almost nightfall? Okay. Let me try something here. Okay. Think she is here.
Everything is so strange. I lost my way home. Please, can you help me find my way? I'm trying to find my way home. I keep getting lost. Can you show me the way to town?
The ghostly apparition vanishes.
There you are. What happened to you? I thought you were going to show me the way to town. Why are you saying that? Why are you trying to hurt me? I'm lost and... I don't understand what's going on. Things are so strange. Did you go away? Why are you greeting me again? What's wrong with me? What's happened to me? Everything is so strange. I don't understand. Please don't talk so. It's bad luck to speak of the dead.
The ghostly...
Fine. Stupid bats. Come on.
I don't understand. Every time I try to follow you, I find myself here again. Why can't I leave this place? Why can't I go home? No! No! It can't be! No!
The ghost...
I remember now. I was walking home. Something started to chase me. I tried to run. Something knocked me over and... everything went black. I'm dead, aren't I? I really can't go home again. I'm just a ghost. Forgive me my manners. It's just that I'm not used to the idea that I'm dead.
Been dead for 15 years.
My name was Anna. I can remember things now. But everything is like a faded dream. It seems so strange to think of myself as a ghost. Everything is blurry. There's no day or night, only this shadowy landscape. I want to go from here, but I cannot leave. I can only wait. I can remember my house now. I lived beside the tall oak tree near the center of town. I've been gone so long. My poor, poor Nikolai. Forgive me my manners. Goodbye.
The ghostly...
Okay. Red one?
The only effect is a... You You hear... After a few minutes...
You know, our little town's remained unchanged for generations.
Oh yeah, our forefathers have always lived here in peace and quiet.
Except for the time when the cult came here. Ooh, the cult. Well, they were all a bunch of strangers anyway.
Yeah, very strange. They didn't have much to do with the town, you know?
Yeah, hardly anything. Just building that monastery here and all moving inside, that's all.
But the cult did keep mostly to themselves.
Yeah, he's right. No one had much to do with them. They were a very peaceful, quiet kind of cult.
Yeah, really great people to be around, except for the strange noises and horrible screams that rose from the monastery at night.
That all happened many, many years ago.
Oh yeah, the cult broke up. They've all got kids of their own now.
Yeah, well, what about the Chernovi in the forest, huh?
Come to think of it, no one knows if they're alive or what.
Yeah, for all we know, they might just be wild stories to frighten little children and me.
And what about the Dark Ones?
Put a sock in it, will you? There are some things we must not speak about, Ivan. You know that.
Well, excuse me all to pieces.
You have some garlic pheasant for supper.
Pheasant, huh? It's very gamey meat.
A voice from behind the door says, "Oops, sorry. Seems I forgot about my burglar alarm. Hope it wasn't too shocking for you."
Hello, how are you? Come in and have a sit, why don't you?
As you sit down, a rude noise comes from the chair seat.
Gets you every time. A million laughs. How are you? Good to see you. Nice of you to drop in. Speaking of dropping in, did you hear the one about the bad waiter? Seems like he was always dropping in. Dropping in. Get it?
No.
Didn't think so. No one got a sense of humor anymore. Not even me.
The rubber chicken squeals as you pick it up and squeeze it.
Well, you'll have to keep her now. You obviously rub her the right way. Rubber, get it?
You tell about some of your adventures.
What was that you were saying about saving Spielberg?
You tell about your adventures in Spielberg.
So you're the guy that made me lose my sense of humor. Listen, if you hadn't made Baba Yaga mad, I never would have told the joke that made her take my humor away.
Wait, what?
Hey, welcome into the inn. Pleased to meet you. Sit down, have a seat. Oh,
We already did that.
I ain't got no sense of humor. I can't get no sense of humor. And I try. Don't know why. Gotta fly. Say goodbye. What's the matter? You a music critic so I can't tell a joke? Sue me. I'm comedically challenged. A phoebe of a fool. A dweeb dunce. As a matter of fact, I've been cursed. I'm vexed with a hex, so to speak. Pathetic, ain't it? I can't tell a joke if it kicked me in the teeth. Ever since I got Baba Yaga mad at me, I got the bad joke blues. She has no sense of humor whatsoever. Let me tell you, I was just telling a joke about how some hero got Baba Baby hopping mad and fit to be towed. How was I to know she was in the audience at the time? Anyhow, Baba Yaga stands up, says some bad poetry, and the next thing I know is my jokes are jumbled and my puns are pathetic. So here I am in Nowhere Land trying to locate Baba Yaga so as I can get the curse removed and my humor returned.
So she's in town, huh?
Pootin' ask me again, I'll tell you my name. Seriously, folks, the name is Bones. Punny Bones. I'm just a jester. Professionally speaking, of course. Hey, I'm a professional fool, so don't try this at home, kid. Unfortunately, more people laugh at me than at my jokes lately. It's hard to be hilarious when your sense of humor is defunct. Punny, you should ask about that. Making jokes is in my bones, make no bones about it. But my puns have been sort of boneheaded lately. What do I hear? Let me see. Well, the talk of the town is you. No one knows how you got here or what are you doing. And they're still all a bit leery of strangers. You should see some of the looks they give me. You'd think they never saw a gnome before. Or you, for that matter. This place is really dead, you know. I've had a livelier audience in a graveyard. What do they know about humor? They think a guy falling into a mud puddle is a major joke, like lots of yucks, huh? Now, a man being tripped into a mud puddle, that's comedy. Nice to see a friendly face around here. Catch you later, Dud. So I ask you, what do you call a dinosaur crashing into a wall? Late for supper, of course. See you later, crocodile.
Okay.
You unlock.
So we got a quest. Fighting Baba Yaga.
While you sleep, you dream you hear voices. They are strangely familiar.
You know, it's been a while since I last used this crystal ball.
Like the time I caught you watching the dryad bathing in the lake, huh?
There is definitely some magic interfering with the vision. It's difficult to tell whether I'm getting through or not.
Either you are mystically rusty or your crystal ball is dusty.
You are not helping. I need to concentrate here. Oh, I think I'm starting to get something.
Wait a minute. Let me see if I can adjust the antenna.
You hear the sudden sound of music and a different voice saying, "And now for something completely different."
Mighty Python.
The music and the voices fade. as you start to awaken. You awaken as the sun begins to rise. It's a typical country.
Beef, sausage, and garlic.
The werewolf threat has ended. Since you have found and rescued Igor, I have released our gypsy prisoner. It seems he was not a werewolf after all. All the peasant fears were for nothing. The gypsy has no doubt returned home to his people. They have an encampment to the east. I will be able to get a real night's sleep for once. I do not have to worry that the prisoner will be harmed or that he will escape now. The people of this town will settle down again. They cried so loudly for blood because they are tired of living so long in the shadow of fear. There is a rumor that perhaps I was mistaken in trying to drive you away from Mordavia. That perhaps you are the hero you claim to be. But you know how rumors are. You cannot always trust what you hear.
Tell the Burgermeister about how much you want to be a hero.
I am beginning to think that you must be quite a hero already.
Well, I'm a hero in 3 different places.
Take care.
Okay.
You start to tell the old man about the ghost you met in the forest.
Anna? You have seen Anna?
You explain that you saw her ghost in the forest.
Anna is in the forest? Where is she? I must go to her.
You tell Nikolai where you saw Anna, and try to explain that she is dead.
Thank you. I cannot thank you enough for finding my Anna. I will go to her now. I will help her find her way home. Thank you again.
Meow.
I believe I am on the verge of a major discovery. It came to me last night. I believe that there is a formula which can be used to create a rehydration solution. Such a solution could be used to restore fluidity to any substance or object that has become prematurely dry. If we can but manufacture Dr. Cranium's rehydration solution in sufficient quantities, we could rehydrate the Great Shapirian Desert.
Hi.
Of course, there are a few small bugs to be worked out. It would take most of the water in the world's oceans to make that much solution. Then there is the tiny snag that I have not been able to remember the formula since awakening from the dream.
You relate the tale of your journey to Shapir, how you saved 2 cities from the evil vizier Ad-Avis and his elemental minions.
Now you are talking science. The elements are the building blocks of everything in nature. I am sure I have never heard of anyone constructing creatures purely of a single element, but it certainly makes scientific sense. You say this Adavis referred to a dark master here in Moldavia? I am sure I have never heard of such a one here. There are rumors of strange goings-on in the castle, but I do not credit such tales without scientific observation to back them up. Dr. Cranium's rehydration solution should be a shoo-in for the alchemical innovation of the Animal Ward. It contains the prime essence of the element of water in a perfectly condensed form. Oh, I do seem to be a little careless in keeping track of my scientific formulae. I have them all written down somewhere. I think it was in the margins of one of my books here. I spent some time in Spielberg last summer. Everyone there kept talking about some hero who did some sort of noble deeds there. You would think that they could find more excitement in the modern accomplishments of science. There seemed to be quite an infestation of baby Antwerps there for some reason. I took advantage of the opportunity to capture a number of them in very blunt cages for my experiments. The Baron did not even charge me very much for them. It is very important to understand the relationships of the scientific elements. Earth, air, fire, water, and pizza. Everything we know is made up of one or more of these elements. Here you are, one freshly brewed healing drink. Sip it if you get hurt, and its beneficial vitamins and other ingredients will help your body to recover quickly. Here you are, one freshly brewed universal poison antidote.
Okay.
You need my world-famous rehydration solution. Unfortunately, I have forgotten the elemental formula of its main ingredient. Perhaps you can help.
Okay. Fire, earth. Fire, air, earth.
Yes, that sounds just right. By the way, I could use some goo for one of my experiments. It would be most kind if you could bring me some when you return for the rehydration solution. Rehydration may prove to be a crucial step on the way to an even more important discovery: instant water. You are a most persistent visitor. If you chose to devote this much energy to the pursuit of scientific knowledge, you could make tremendous progress in solving the great questions of our age.
Okay, Coda, you can sit in my lap.
That is terrific! This is just what I need for my experiments. As I promised, here is your rehydration solution. I have been thinking a bit about that castle on the mountain lately. Such a castle might make a wonderful environment for scientific research. Perhaps someday one of my descendants will work in a castle like that.
What? You don't want to sit in my lap? You need to make up your mind, Coda. Okay.
Bad place.
Yeah, bad place. It's not about to be a very bad place for long.
This amazingly lifelike sculpture looks like a cross between a baby troll and a hermit or dervish. It fits the description of a domovoi, except that it's totally dried out and unmoving.
Very wet be I, very wet and very alive. Glad am I to be alive, happy thanks I give you. Careful you should be here, dangerous berry it is. Feed the guard or destroy it, to find the secret passage down.
Okay, so I don't think there's anything else I need here. So just in case, five. Because
Flame quickly catches in the desiccated rug and spreads to the curtains and the furniture. You'd better get out of here quickly. You retrieve the Dark One sign from the monastery door, then quickly step away before the Hectopus can react.
oops.
Building rock, not burn other buildings. Bad building, burn. Good. Give Igor heebie-jeebies. That smoke made Igor want to start coughing. Little graveyard humor there.
You tell why you burned the monastery.
Next time, bring Igor marshmallows.
The strangest thing happened. Someone broke into the old monastery and burned the place down. I don't suppose you'd know anything about this.
Maybe.
You describe the evil, the terrible evil you found within the monastery, and how you felt it was necessary to burn the place to the ground so that the evil would not spread.
Perhaps I should learn to value your judgment. It is a good thing the place is destroyed. Is it not a coincidence that I smell smoke as you draw near? It looks as if most of the inside was pretty much burned away. It is no great loss to the town and a vast improvement. There are rumors that you have entered the monastery before. It was a bad place, and it is good that it is now gone. I keep having this suspicion that you will be getting into even more trouble than you have already. It seems to be your nature.
Well, sorry.
The monastery is toast. You can't do anything with the monastery now that it's burned. There is a small, grimy window set high in the wall.
Little burn got on it. Okay. Got the hydration solution going. I need a bone. Gotta somehow get elderberries. Where's those bones at? Ah, there they are.
You pick up a single You already got a good bone. Leave the rest of them alone.
Okay. This way? No. I will find it. Oh. Hello.
A heavy gate blocks the way to the winding road. Far in the distance, you can see a majestic castle.
Welcome to Moldavia. It's nice to have some fresh blood around here. We so seldom see strangers.
What is your name, good sir?
I am Boris Stovich. You've obviously done quite a lot for one person. It will be interesting to see what you do around here. Farewell, and may you find whatever you seek. Goodbye, young man. May the fireplace be warm and the drink cold at your journey's end.
Yeah, there's no end to this journey. Trying to remember where... Oh dear. This will be interesting. Come on. One more. Nice.
Searching for the fallen beast, you find nothing of value. Unless you were planning to start a flea circus.
Let's pop one of these potions.
That feels good. Just what you needed to relieve some of the aches and pains of everyday adventuring.
Ah, there it is.
You grab a...
There we go.
You've managed to knock a branch with some berries loose from the bush. After some... That hurt. You strip the...
Oh! Sha! There we go. Stupid beast.
Welcome again. It is so good to speak with you as always. The woods around here seem almost frightening at times. When you arrive, I know it is only my imagination that makes me nervous. Goodbye, and good travels.
Nope. This way? Really? Fucking bunny rabbit. All I'm trying to do is get some berries and freaking flora. Can't aim for shit.
You've managed to... You strip the bed. That hurt. You think that would be a relief in comparison. You think that...
Whew. Okay. So...
No one's... You'll have to get a little closer. The bush seems to be hard of hearing.
Can't exactly remember Okay, bringing up my walkthrough. Let's see. Okay, I gotta get Nikolai's hat. What time of day is it? Okay.
After some rest, you feel better. After
I just gotta find my way back to town. Oh, it's right here. Cool.
After some rest, you feel better.
Time of day is it? One more.
After
Oh, no, it's evening. Night.
Anna, I found you. Anna!
Nikolai, I have been trying to find you for so long.
I never stopped looking for you, Anna. Never. I love you, Anna. I loved you from the moment you smiled at me. And I will love you for always.
Oh, Nikolai, this time we will always be together.
Forever?
Forever.
the ghostly apparition vanishes.
Really? Whoa! Whoa! Okay.
We came back one last time to thank you for reuniting us.
Yes, thank you so much. Without your help, I would have been lost forever.
I do not know how we can help you. This is the last you will ever see of us.
If there is anything we can do for you, please ask.
Can I have your hat?
You may of course take my hat. I have no further use for it. It has been so long, and I know so little of what goes on today. Still, some time ago, there was talk in town about a stranger moving into Borgov Castle. There was much talk and many rumors about who had moved in. I do not know whether your path will ever take you to the castle, but I do know of a secret passageway to there. My grandfather once told me that there is a secret passage that leads from the Borgov crypt in the cemetery to the castle. It was an escape route for the Borgov family when they were alive. There was some talk of vampires at the time. I do not think anyone in Mordavia was actually killed by a vampire, so gradually the talk faded. I do not think anyone even saw the stranger. We only knew him as the Dark Master. It is an ominous title. It seems strange being a ghost. Still, it is better than being an old man who has lost his only love. I have not been so happy since the day of our wedding.
I have been lost so long. I do not know how I can help you. Perhaps you can talk to my friend Olga. She knows everything that goes on in town.
She married Boris Stovich, who owned the shop.
She did? She is such a lovely girl. I'm sure they are happy together. Olga will be able to tell you many things about the town. Farewell. May you never be lost.
Farewell. May you never be lonely.
The ghostly apparition vanishes. You
Climb over the gate.
You hear after a few minutes.
So, Dmitri says the gypsy didn't really kill Igor after all. Then there's that one about the Easter Bunny.
Wait, you didn't hear? Oh, that foolish gravedigger fell into a grave, and he was trapped by his own gravestone. He's dumber than a styrofoam cup.
Right. It's just lucky for Igor the stranger happened to wander by before he starved to death.
You are all fortunate that the stranger rescued Igor. You would have burned an innocent man.
Well, I still think the gypsy's a werewolf.
You get a fine meal of roast lamb garnished with red cabbage.
It was very kind of you to aid Igor. It has been a long time since we have had someone as heroic as you in Mordavia, yeah? Forgive us if we have seemed so unkind to you. It is just that we have lived so long in fear.
Hello.
So you found Igor in the grave? Whew! Lucky for old Ig you came along.
Otherwise, poor little Iggy would be dead.
Well, at least he had a decent burial.
Oh, that is right. We hadn't been properly introduced. Yuri, will you introduce us?
This is silly. You've met before.
Still, it would be nice to be properly introduced. Please, Yuri?
This is Bella Markarov, my wife and keeper of the kitchen.
You introduce yourself in return.
I am very honored to meet you. I was very worried about the gypsy. It was just like those 3 old yentas to accuse the wrong man. Oy, I'm so glad the gypsy is free. I don't know if gypsies are werewolves, and I don't really care. As long as they don't harm anyone, they have as much right to live in Mordavia as we do.
Bella!
Don't you believe that, Yuri?
Maybe.
Well, when you see your gypsy friends again, you may tell him that Yuri and Bella will welcome him in town.
Now, I never said that.
Oh, but you meant it, didn't you? You are a man of your word, after all. My husband Yuri doesn't like for me to talk to strangers. He thinks they may be dangerous. But clearly, you are not dangerous. You are a hero. We need a hero here.
Bella?
Oh, Yuri, I'm just saying how welcome he is in Mordavia. I always leave a supper out for him behind the inn. He looks strange and a little frightening, but I think he is really a good person. He's always so polite to me. I'm not sure what he means by graveyard humor, though. At least he seems to enjoy himself.
Everyone's too busy drinking to notice you. You unlock the door to your room and go in. You awaken.
Okay.
Pay the innkeeper for your room and board.
Thank you for your payment.
So I just looked it up while we were talking.
Nikolai has disappeared from his home. The last time I saw him, he said something about finding Anna. I fear he is dead.
This game takes place in the Slavic area, which is Russia, or the Russian area.
You tell about Anna's ghost and Nikolai.
So that is why he was excited about Anna. He has gone to her, I guess. Maybe they will be together again. It's nice to believe so.
Can I have his house?
Nikolai has not been seen in some time. He seemed so happy when last I saw him. He really thought he was going to see Anna. Perhaps he did. There was some talk of werewolves again when the townfolk realized that Nikolai was gone. But I stopped it. There will be no more of that here if I can help it. I will miss Nikolai. He was a good man. I've been looking after him for so many years. It will take some getting used to not having Nikolai around.
Okay, so I have to find Baba Yaga. Okay, leave town, head south 3 times. Okay. 1, 2, 3. East twice. 1, 2. South once. East 3 times. 1, 2, 3. South twice. Really?
Go back, or face thy doom. Hey, wait a second. Don't I know you from somewhere? Yeah, you're the guy that turned Baba Yaga into a frog. So what are you doing here? Trying out for the part of soup du jour or auditioning for the main course? Don't remind me. I thought I was gonna be left behind when the hut flew the coop, but Baba Yaga picked me up later. You sure made her mad.
Sorry. Oops. Okay.
Put it this way. A wristwatch ain't much use without a wrist. And a pair of dancing shoes don't do much when you got no legs. You know what I mean? Bring me something to keep the sun out of my eyes, maybe.
Big B? Yeah, some things you just can't. Well.
Not bad at all. I can tell by the reflections in your eyes that it gives me character. Makes me look mysterious and handsome. Hey, alright you guys, this guy's okay by me. You can let him through.
You grind the pestle around in the empty mortar. It's heavy work, and you don't seem to be accomplishing anything useful.
Okay, so I need the bone.
You put the bones into the huge mortar. You work the pestle back and forth in the mortar. It's hard work, but after a while you manage to grind the bones into a fine bone meal with almost the consistency of flour.
Okay. Where's my... Oh, I need this.
You fill the flask with powdery bone meal from the mortar.
Okay.
Looking good. Now show it to the head skull over there, and get out of the way fast if you don't want to add rump roast to the barber's menu for the night. Yeah, what's new with you?
Nothing. The skulls appear to have stopped flashing their lasers. You pick up the pie. It's been cooked to a delicate golden brown.
Hey, bird legs! Squat!
You quickly step out from under the trap. A moment later, you hear the voice of Baba Yaga.
Not very trusting, is he, kid? Good. It's not like I trust him. Floor, quick! Make him stick!
You find your shoes stuck to the floor.
Spirits of the swamp and mire, aid me in what I desire. Creatures of the mist, beings of the fog, turn this human into a cute hedgehog. I have a sudden craving for a Tiggly Wiggly. Perhaps some hedgehog grog. Hedge Piggly Swiggly and Pig Newtons. What's that you say? Elderberry pie. Oh, darn. He was bringing that here, wasn't he? I don't suppose a Piggly Wiggle can get the pie from his backpack, could he? Particularly if his feet are stuck to the floor. Oh, pity. Spirits of the mist and more, restore this man as he was before. So, now my dining delight, do you have what I asked for?
Where's the pie?
That smells delicious, just the way we like it, fresh from the fire. So, let me think. How should I reward you for such a lovely pie? Well, Kitty, should we just fry him now, or for an entree have green spleen casserole with roast leg of man? Oh, all right, I suppose he did do us a favor. It wouldn't be polite to eat him now. Besides, he may be useful in the future. So what is it that you want as a reward for your lovely pie?
You tell about the gnome and how he wants his humor back.
Humor, is it? You want a sense of humor? I'm not sure the gnome really had a sense of humor, making fun of poor old ogresses. Oh, all right. Take this good humor bar and give it to the gnome. I suppose there is nothing more pathetic than a gnome who can't tell a joke.
You take the good humor bar and put it away.
You've got what you wanted, and I've got what we wanted. Tasty treat, now retreat.
Well, I guess she liked the pie, or you would have taken its place.
Okay. 6. Oops, I meant to put 6, but whatever.
Baba Yaga,
Cut so true, glue his shoes.
you find your feet.
Oh, back so soon, Cookie Face. I hope for your sake you brought us something to eat. After all, there's always room for Hero. Well, it is true that Gru Goo makes a lovely sauce for ice cream sundaes. So what do you want for this, Cookie?
You asked Baba Yaga about a Dark One ritual.
So, you heard about that, huh? I found it in the hangman's tree some years ago. You're asking for trouble, I hope you know. Using the ritual for any purpose will only bring you grief. It can be used in either one or two ways. Its main purpose is to bring a Dark One across to this world. However, a very powerful wizard could use it to send the Dark One back to its world. You don't qualify as a very powerful wizard as I see it. Still, you want it, you got it.
Put the ritual away in your pack.
Can I talk to you?
Not too bad. I had wyvern waffles for breakfast, and venom makes a great syrup for waffles. I've heard that you were brought here by those up at the castle. They weren't too happy when you landed in the Dark One's cave instead of their spell circle. Well, they just didn't realize how powerful the dark influences are. They are keeping a close watch over you now, though. The Dark One that was worshipped in the cave almost, but not quite, came into this world. It's now trapped in a limbo state between dimensions. However, its magical aura leaches into this world, particularly at night. That's why things are so much more scenic when the sun sets. The dark influences affect spells here, too. Particularly spells which work both in and out of the valley. Crystal Ball reception stinks. We're magically cut off from most of the world. The castle folks used a lot of magic trying to get you here. You should be sure to thank them for your visit when you see them. The Dark Ones are creatures of another plane of existence. They are incredibly powerful and dangerous. When they enter this world, they bring darkness, madness, and destruction. Don't mess with the Dark One's cave. I'd hate to have to leave this place because you ruined the neighborhood. The Dark One's cave has been around for many years. It seems it was a place of worship for a cult. They wanted to bring a Dark One into this world. Fortunately for this valley, the cult didn't succeed, I'll tell you. You should go visit the castle someday. You probably wouldn't get in the front door, but there is supposed to be a secret passage from the graveyard to the castle. Now, what besides talk are you interested in having?
No, that's it.
Hero near, out I hear.
Oh, back so soon?
Nope, we got what we need. Later. Thanks for the information, Baba Yaga. What's up here? Oh, Ronna's garden.
Hello.
Haha.
Goodbye.
One and
Would that be Baba Yaga in her chicken leg hut you try?
Baba Baby, that's the one. An ogress who is loads of fun. Baba Yaga, ogress fine. She makes magic with a rhyme.
That's it? So you're gonna tell me?
And 12 make 22. This killer plant will crawl to you. Hungry, hunting, seeking food. A berry bush with an attitude?
That's the elderberry bush.
Riddles, riddles, 3, 2, 1. Next one, and my riddling's done. Oops! 5 from 15 leaves you 10. Find the heart scroll in its den. Its hidden hoard revealed at night. What's this undead? You must fight.
Is that a wraith?
I'm almost out of riddles. I'll ask you nothing more, but come back in a while just to see what I've in store.
Okay.
It doesn't.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Leashy, leashy, riddles done. Thank you much for all the fun.
Is that it? Ooh, ooh, shit, ooh, shit, ooh, shit, ooh, shit, ooh, shit, ooh, shit. Crap. Trying to get back to town. Oh, hello.
I just wanted to thank you for saving me.
You and
Not
that
many
chin.
people would try to help a gypsy. Particularly when everyone thinks that they are werewolves. Gypsies are not werewolves. You cannot believe the lies of the townsfolk. Visit our camp to the east sometime, and we will welcome you as only the gypsies can. Gypsies are not werewolves, but we are shape-changers. I hope to see you again sometime. Farewell!
He's got a huge-ass chin and some big-ass chompers.
The days are getting cooler and shorter. Winter is approaching.
voice from behind the door says, "Whoops."
Did I tell you about the time there was this guy walking into an inn with this big necrotor following him? He goes up to the innkeeper and asks for some stew to eat. The innkeeper looks nervously at the necrotor and asks the man what his pet will eat. And the guy replies, anyone he wants. Not bad, eh?
You hand the gnome the good humor bar.
What's this? You trying the old hot pepper bar on me? Hey, I'm the professional, kid. Don't try this at home. Not on a gnome, anyway. Hey, it looks good, though.
He eats the good humor bar.
Not bad. Pretty good, actually. Hey, I feel funny. I mean, really funny. What was that thing?
You tell the gnome about Baba Yaga and the good humor bar.
Thanks, pal. Guess this yuck's on me. This jester just can't thank you too much. You're my hero, Nero. My main man, Stan. I am so happy that it reminds me of the time Dimlit the dwarf came across a magic ring in the bazaar in Shapir. He rubbed it, and lo and behold, out comes a genie. I will grant you 3 wishes, said the genie. Well, for my first wish, I want a purse that's always filled with gold, says Dimlit. So shall it be done, said the genie. There before Dimlit appeared a purse. He turned it over, and a pile of gold spilled out on the desert sand. Again and again he turned it over, and more gold covered the ground. Master, you do have 2 more wishes left, said the genie. Oh, that's right, said the dwarf. Well, give me 2 more of these. Let me tell you, I'm every bit as happy as Dimlit was. You know what they say about humor? If you don't got it, you won't get it. And if you don't get it, I'm sure someone will try to explain it at great length. A flying rumor never has any trouble making a landing. I heard that the shopkeeper's husband left her because she was such a scold. She was a person who was quick on the floor. When she wanted his opinion, she gave it to him. Do you know why gnome jokes are so short? So that they won't go over the dwarves' heads. There's no point in telling a dwarf a joke with a double meaning. He won't get either one. Judging from the expression, what you don't know can't hurt you, dwarves are practically invulnerable. Of course, far be it from me to say that all dwarves are just plain dumb. Most are pretty greedy, too. Dwarves get their money the horde way. They won't even spend the time of day. Dwarves don't care how people treat them, as long as they do. Of course you know what you got when the singing dragon fell into the dwarf mine, a flat miner. And on that note, let's change the subject. Well, now that I'm back in the funny business, it's one more show and I'm back on the road. I'm gonna show these yokels that he who laughs last just didn't get it. So you got by with a pie, aye? My. Always knew the way to Baba's heart was through her stomach. Probably someone she ate. You know what they say about cannibals? Always having a few friends over for dinner. Some people spread happiness wherever they go. Others, whenever they go. Fortunately, you are the former. If you was the latter, you'd probably have a few rungs missing. Before you blow, Joe, I figure I owe you one. I'm gonna let you in on a secret only we gnomes know. I'm gonna tell you the ultimate joke. Don't wince, Vince. This is straight, mate. You tell this one, and whoever hears it is gonna laugh. Really laugh. Can't help it, can't stop it kind of laugh. Only works once, and should only be used in last resorts, Mort. It's the last laugh, so to speak. The best jest to the west. Yours for the telling.
The gnome tells you a rather silly joke. You find yourself laughing despite yourself.
See what I mean, Gene? Tell this joke to a big bad dude that's out to do you in, then exit while he's laughing. Use it or lose it. Bye-bye, birdie!
Okay, what time of day is it? Got plenty of time during the day. Okay, how many rations do I have left? 7? What to do, what to do. I know what I can do. Well, save it for one. Seek save.
You turn the large skeleton key in the crypt door. With a sound like the groaning of an undead spirit, the massive door yawns wide open. You are in a dark, dank crypt, filled with bas-relief figures of long-departed knights and statues of the Grim Reaper. Stairs lead back up to the entrance. A brightly colored copy of the Borgov crest adorns part of the floor.
Just here for the key. Okay, the Borgov. Blue, orange, red, green, orange, violet.
Spelling out the name Borgov in colors has caused a secret compartment to open in the crest. Inside is a small key which you add to your keyring.
Nice. Then I'll do this, and
as you shake hands with the Grim Reaper statue, the door at the top of the stairs opens. You quickly make your escape from the deadly crypt. This gravestone is marked, "No effort could Elissa save. She passed into a watery grave. Her body was lost, only her memory remains." Here lies Janos, faithful forever to his lost true love, laid beside her empty grave.
well, unless it's her name. Let's heal. Ah, there we are. I have this. Eat that. Let's see if I can tell her name. Oh. I know the paladin could easily do this.
Hi again. I'd hoped you'd come back. It gets lonely here with no one to talk to but the fish. You know, we'd better not touch. I'd have to drag you to your death, and I really don't want to do that. You've been kind to me, and I like you. Welcome back. You seem to be finding your way nicely in Mordavia. You sure have been a lot of places. The only place I've been besides the lake is a swamp, and that's not exactly a tourist attraction. I may have been places while I was alive, but I can't remember back that far. Mermaid? What do I know of mermaids? I'm a Rusalka. You do realize I'm undead, don't you? I mean, it's not like I have a life here. I live, well, maybe not live exactly, but I do reside here. It's a nice lake, but as a recreation area, it leaves something to be desired. The only boats around here are sitting at the bottom. Fishing tends to catch the fishermen. The swimming's pretty good if you don't mind drowning. All in all, it's not an ideal vacation spot. The swamp to the southeast is a very scary place. I swam there once out of curiosity. I was combing the weed and goo from my hair for weeks afterwards. The will-o'-the-wisps were friendly enough, but those grasping arms, ugh. Weirdest of all were the creatures standing guard near some sort of tomb. Well, I'm not going back to that swamp for anything. Will-o'-the-wisps are the souls of lost children. They play around the swamp at night. They look like little sparkles of light. Watch it, though. They love to play hide-and-go-seek in the swamp, and most people who try to follow them there don't return. I call it a tomb, but it was more like some sort of pillar. It felt magical and very, very cold, even to me. I stay as far away from it as I can. Scary. The guards near the tomb were really weird. They looked like they had been human once. Now I don't know what they are. Well, they aren't dead or undead, as far as I can tell. Just awful. The grasping arms will try to drag anyone into the swamp. Now, they can't get you if you stick to the grassy areas, but I don't recommend you go visiting there. I swim a lot and comb my hair and look for people to drag to their deaths. It's not exactly a busy schedule. It was great talking to you again. Come back soon.
Okay, well. Gotta wait for nightfall. What time of day is it now? Noon. I think Nikolai's the only place to steal from.
After some rest, you feel better.
No, let's go hang out outside.
Up. Up. Up.
Come on.
Up. After some rest, you feel better. After some... You hear movement on... After a few minutes...
So you're back. No, it's your friend. Take a seat. No, take two. They're small. I got a joke just for you, so don't look so sheepish.
Okay, this should be interesting.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and all you others. I'd like to say how glad I am to be here. I'd like to say it. Seriously, folks, staying at the Hotel Mordavia has been like staying at a resort. A last resort. My room is so small, the mice are hunchbacked. I couldn't even complain about the room service. There wasn't any to complain about. And the innkeeper's wife really went out of her way to make me feel at home. She ignored me completely. I wasn't feeling well, so I went out to visit the local doctor. You know, Dr. Cranium. He's the guy with the 3 pairs of glasses. One for nearsightedness, one for farsightedness, and one to look for the other 2. I said to the doctor, my heart keeps making a strange noise. It keeps going tick, tick, tick. Ha-ha, said Dr. Cranium. It's a ways of making you talk. Next, I went to visit the local store. If you don't know what's up, then you haven't seen their prices lately. And the shopkeeper, what a gossip. She suffers from acute indiscretion. I dislike repeating gossip, but what else can you do with it? And boy, oh boy, the monsters in this place. If I ever come face to face with a revenant, I know what steps I'd take. Long ones. What would I do if ever I saw a necrotor? Hope it didn't see me. Actually, folks, I'm up here for a good reason. A jester's ambition is to be healthy, wealthy, and wisecracking. If it weren't for my friend the hero over there, I couldn't make a hyena laugh. So, when you've lost your wit, broken your funny bone, and none of your puns are fun, it helps to have a hero handy. You know, that reminds me very little of the story about the gravedigger who was so bored he buried himself in his work. You know, I could tell you some more jokes, but you'd only laugh at them. So long and be good. If you can't be good, then be careful.
The gnome takes a deep bow and gets down off the stage. That's funny, you always thought he got down off a duck. Ha! The townspeople explode into spontaneous applause.
Keep smiling. It makes people wonder what you've been up to. So, was that funny, or are you just keeping your mouth shut?
He at least made me smile.
It's good to have my wit about me again. Nothing worse than someone who can't take a joke or one that tries to tell one and can't. Before you helped me, when I told a joke, people always clapped their hands. Unfortunately, it was always over their ears. Now, whenever I tell a joke, I get carried away. So I'm leaving before they ride me out of town on a nail. Short joke there. It's good to... Now...
Random.
Did you hear the one about the dwarf who is so dumb, he always stops to think and then forgets to start again? Everything that's said to him goes in one ear and out the other. There's nothing there to block traffic. I can tell dwarf jokes all day, mainly because there are none around to stop me. In another minute, I'm gonna say my bye-bye and fly. I'm going south for the winter, down where the nights are balmy, and so am I. Heading for Silmaria, land of winter waterland, where there's no snow nor cold wind to blow. Up here, the winter is so cold, even the wind howls about it.
The gnome was very odd and said very strange things. Yet Mr. Bones was very funny this time, and I enjoyed listening to him. There will be no more entertainment acts at this hotel, understood? At least not until a new, funny entertainment arrives. I think I am sorry to see the strange gnome leave. It was odd being able to laugh again, if only for just a moment.
You know, he wasn't such a bad person once you got to know him.
Yeah, except for that drooling problem, we'd welcome him in Moldavia if he ever came back.
I still wouldn't let him marry my daughter, though.
You don't have a daughter.
Well, that might constitute a major obstacle to marrying her.
Gentlemen, I was dangerously close to being amused this evening.
I'll tell you, I had a great time, a great time!
Laughed so hard I almost lost my lunch.
I'm trying to figure out who's who.
Now that was an evening of, thank goodness, rare entertainment.
I was okay. I laughed.
He's Rodney Dangerfield.
I'm telling you guys, it was boffo.
He's
I
Jack
even got
Nicholson.
some of the jokes.
It's some who Hans would be.
Your voice is lost in the noise of the crowd, and the gnome doesn't seem to have heard you. You unlock the...
Well, it's so long, it's been nice to know you. I like you. I have no taste, but I like you. If you ever make it to Silmaria, look me up. I never forget a friend, especially if he owes me money. But seeing as how it's me that owes you one, I'd better get while the going's good. See ya! Don't take any wooden kopecks! So, everyone, I'll leave you with this story. A man runs up to his doctor and says, "Doc, you gotta help me. I keep thinking I'm a goat." The doctor asked, "How long have you had this delusion?" The guy replied, "Ever since I was a kid." Bada-boom. That just goes to show you I'm one bad dude. It's been sheer pleasure here, but I'm gonna take it on the lam and just bleed it. Be seeing you.
Oh, the goat puns. I'd prefer bear puns, but hey. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here, guys. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you next time.
Your sleep is interrupted around midnight.